Greetings, I'm Roxanne Battle, host of Arts Us Virtual Sankofa, We Rise 2020. Thank you for welcoming us into your home, office, or wherever you may be watching around the world. This year, we all experienced a shock with the coronavirus pandemic that devastated communities globally. Arts Us Center for the African Diaspora youth and families showed resilience and pulled together to help one another by leaning on the strength of our ancestors. In today's program, we'll bind people and culture together to give you a great feeling of the incredible development of youth that Arts Us has given to the community for 27 years now. Founded by community leader Tony Carter, Arts Us has been a strong community partner in the development of youth leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome Commissioner Tony Carter.
Hello, Akwaaba. Welcome. I'm Tony Carter, Ramsey County Commissioner, co-founder and founding director of the Arts Us organization. And I am so delighted to be here with you this morning in honor of our African ancestors whose strength, grace, and resilience have guided us throughout the 27-year history of this organization. And reflecting on the theme of this year's Sankofa celebration, We Rise, we honor African-American poet Maya Angelou, whose poem, Still I Rise, lifts us continually, even into today.
Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. In the spirit of the great Congressman John Lewis, Arts Us has taught us to speak up when we see something wrong, unfair, or unjust, and get into good and necessary trouble. Thank you, Arts Us, for all you've done to support my leadership development.
And thank you so much for that lovely rendition. Through the years, I have tremendously enjoyed spending time with Arts Us youth, artists, parents, and community, visual, literary, and performing artists. But not only as an Arts Us founder and director, did I mention to you that I am also an Arts Us alumni parent, and that my son, Melvin Carter, was the very first Arts Us young storyteller. By the way, Melvin is here with us today. Please join me in welcoming our mayor, St. Paul's Mayor, Melvin Carter.
Akwaaba. Thank you, Mother Carter. I am extremely proud of my development through the Arts Us program. As an Arts Us alum, and in my official duty as mayor of the city of St. Paul, Minnesota, I have the great honor of introducing His Majesty Odaneho Kwafo Akoto III, who is the Akwamuhene, meaning he is the paramount chief of the Akwamu state in Ghana, whose history can be traced to the early 1400s. Arts Us Center for the African Diaspora teaches youth about where they come from so they know where they are going. That's the spirit of Sankofa that we are bringing to you today. The sound you are hearing is the ceremonial horn blowing, announcing the arrival of the king, performed by Ohene Nana Ya Akoto. Without further ado, I am humbled and honored to welcome His Majesty Odaneho Kwafo Akoto III.
Greetings, brothers, sisters, and children of the African Diaspora, and to all who are watching today. I am Odaneho Kwafo Akoto III, King of Akwamu. Thank you, the Honorable Mayor of St. Paul, Marvin Carter III, and Commissioner Tony Carter, for the warm introduction. I was deeply honored to receive an invitation to welcome you to the Arts Us Virtual Sankofa and Awards 2020. On behalf of the Akwamu people and Ghanaians in general, I extend a warm welcome to all who are watching these virtual celebrations of Arts Us youth leaders. I had the great opportunity to respond to questions asked by 7 youth from the Arts Us leadership program. They were intrigued by my role as king. As you will see, I enjoyed responding to the questions.
Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Maylena Carter. I am 14 years old and I'm a part of the Youth Leadership Program at Arts Us. My question for you today is, what is your day like as a king?
Maylena, you want to know how my day is like? I want you to imagine being a CEO of a large company as the Akwamu state. You know, the king is like the CEO, the chief executive officer of a company called Akwamu State. So it is tough. You have to be in office like everybody goes to the office. You have to look through your mails. You have to do what CEOs do. You have to look in your schedules and go for meetings. There are always meetings at the palace. The palace activities, very, very broad. So the day is a hectic day.
Greetings, Your Majesty. It's an honor to be talking to you. My name is Ryan Abdurazak. I'm 15 years old and I'm part of the Arts Us Youth Leadership Program. And my question for you today is, are there specific requirements for being king, and if so, what are they?
Yes. There are a lot of requirements of being a king. You know, some of the requirements are, in the first place, you have to be a royal from the lineage of the royals who are supposed to be kings. You have to be nominated by the Queen Mother and the Council of Elderly Women in the family before you are vetted by the immediate councillors of the stool, those who are going to be in the day-to-day in your day-to-day administration. I mean, in our language, they are referred to as the Jase caucus. After they vetted you, then they will present you to the state. Then the state will instruct for your instrument. And remember, there are a lot of do's and don'ts. So you have to go through a process before you become king. Thank you.
Greeting Your Majesty. My name is PJ Blakey. I'm 15 and I'm a part of the ArtsUs Youth Leadership Program. My question for you today is, what's the most exciting part about being king?
The last question, and it's a very deep one. Apart from being very responsible as a king of the Akwaaba state, I think there are a few moments which are very, very exciting. I mean, being a king, you get the opportunity of meeting important personalities like ambassadors, like high-profile people, in society. I'm meeting business moguls, royals, internationally and internally. I think you get that kind of opportunity to sit in high-profile places, And as you can see, if I wasn't the king, I wouldn't have gotten, or maybe I wouldn't have gotten the opportunity talking to you as youth leaders at us, Sankofa 2020. Thank you.
Welcome to the 2020 ArtsUs Sankofa Awards, where 4 ArtsUs youth leaders will receive the Tajiri Emerging Artist Award for demonstrating grit and engagement in ArtsUs artistic programming. Executive Director Anthony Galloway is here to present the first Tajiri Emerging Artist Award. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, thank you, Roxanne, and thank you so much for being a wonderful host for today. I have the amazing opportunity to introduce 4 youth leaders who have done amazing work in and through ArtsUs over the years. The Tajiri Emerging Artist Award, Tajiri meaning riches, and in our case, because our youth are our most beautiful riches, means hope. These young youth have demonstrated grit and engagement as they hone their various artistic crafts and their leadership skills at ArtsUs. For instilling hope in the community through their artistic expression, we give this Tajiri Award to the following youth. Our first youth represents the first Director of Youth Leadership in ArtsUs history. This young lady has not only grown up through the program, but also has developed our youth leadership program, run entirely by youth. Please join me in welcoming Miss Afiya Ward, our first youth leader recipient for the Tajiri Emerging Artist Award.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. What an amazing award to get this year. I'm so excited. I want to say thank you to the board, to the executive director, Mr. AG, to my amazing youth leaders, one of who is here with us. I want to give a special shout out to someone who's worked with me in the youth leadership program. She's been a part of ArtsUs in recent years, but she's also stepped up in a big way this year. I want to say thank you so much to my right-hand man this year, Arie. I've been a part of ArtsUs for so many years, and I've been through so many different leadership positions and also participant positions. And so it's been just a really amazing opportunity to be able to kind of work my way through the program and just benefit and gain from my community in so many ways. So I want to shout out to Arie and just the whole community for helping my mom raise me. It's been so amazing. Thank you all.
Please give a warm welcome to our second youth leadership recipient, Miss Arie Walker.
Hello, everyone. I also want to say thank you so much. I cannot tell you enough how rewarding it is to be able to give back to my community in St. Paul. Special shout out to my team I work with every day, Miss Ebony, to Mr. AG, to Afiya, and everyone who has just made this a family for me. I officially joined the youth leader team last year in 2019, and ever since then it has been a family. I'm around people that I can rely on every day, people to even just chat every once a week, and as well as the students. I want to say that I have been able to really develop good relationships with our youth, and I'm more than thankful. So I wanted to say special thanks to everyone that I've worked with over the years, and go Arts Us. So.
Our next youth is a part of our civil rights research experience. Semhar Solomon has not only engaged in ethnic studies programming with us in our Saturday sessions at the University of Minnesota, but also traveled across the country. And we really, really are excited that she has continued her leadership. I myself have gone to school, went to high school with Philando Castillo, who was lost to our community. And I am so excited, right, that at this moment and continually, Semhar is leading her city, St. Anthony, New Brighton area, as they continue to keep the memory of Philando alive. I am so excited that she is continuing that leadership. And so our third Youth Leadership Award goes to our Civil Rights Research Experience Youth Leader, Semhar Solomon.
Thank you for this award, and thank you to the mentors I've had through Arts Us to help me on my journey to grasp my reality as a Black girl in America, and the knowledge of our country's past that I continue to learn and just start my journey to mobilize, teach, and empower others what it means to be a part of a future we all want to see. And that doesn't start until we uncover our history. The Civil Rights Research Experience showed me that I don't need to hide my Blackness. I don't want to be tokenized, but to embrace and be me with confidence. To be unapologetically Black is a blessing and everyday challenge. But with the support I received from my fellow CRE mentors and members, they helped me start and pave a path towards that. So you can either hide out of fear and stay silent, or you can stand up and roar without hesitation with the determination of changing the world. It's up to you. Power to the people. Thank you again.
Please join me in welcoming our next youth leader, Mr. PJ Blakey.
So thank you for this reward. I didn't expect this. I thank you, Afiya and Arie, for mentoring me into this position. And thank you, Mr. AG, for putting me in the Zoom call, because I would never think about being in this position to get this award. And I enjoyed the experience this summer and all the past summers I've been a youth leader, and just you guys grooming me into this position. It's been very fun, very exciting, and I've learned a lot from it. Thank you.
Really great hands. I think that these leaders really exemplify all the work that Arts Us does. You can see by the outstanding youth who are receiving these awards that the future is indeed in great hands.
27 years ago, two visionary, strong African-American women, Kathy Beecham and Rose McGee, joined with me to organize artists, educators, and community organizations with the purpose of building young leaders in and through the arts. Our first location was Concordia University, and we were joined by early strategic partners, including Twin Cities area schools, the City of St. Paul, Ramsey County, the Minnesota Museum of American Arts, the Minnesota Humanities Center, and many others.
Today, I am so thrilled and honored that Toni Carter and her historical love for the arts, for culture, for our society and our people has been able to continue after all of these years of teaching us, our children, the arts, allowing them to be expressive, allowing them to understand what African and African American culture is. What does it look like? How does it appear? What are ways of modeling it? And when I met Tony a very long time ago when she began the program, I remember how impressed I was with this young Black woman engaged in the arts and encouraging our children to be as creative and imaginative as they could be.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for those wonderful words and for helping to set the context for the important work. We need your help. ArtsUs has spent over 27 years developing young leaders through the art, culture, and science of the African diaspora. But I'd be lying to you if I said that this COVID pandemic and the unarmed murders of Black people across this nation hasn't taken its toll, not only in our community, but our young people. And it's in this time that Elder Mahmoud El-Kati, one of the founding pillars of our community, told us that we need to build institutions that honor and celebrate and give youth an understanding that they are part of a rich ancestry that made this world what it is. We need your help right now. We need you to donate to ArtsUs. We are at the precipice of being able to do amazing work. Just look at what we've done in the last few months. Despite the pandemic, we've been able to engage young people in food distribution, feeding over 2,700 people in our community, and growing food in our Afro-culinary garden. Our youth leaders have been able to virtually continue to develop their skills and get ready to move towards something that's about to blow it out the water. And that is the building of a digital platform for Afrocentric learning and arts content. We've been able to do what we can to support and uplift artists whose contracts evaporated at the beginning of this COVID pandemic, and many of which have not come back. We have been able to continue to do what we can in this age of COVID. But it's not enough. We need your help to move from an organization, a small organization doing great things, to a large organization that is giving youth jobs, that is putting youth in front of leadership opportunities, and most importantly, providing youth with an opportunity to celebrate the rich tapestry, the contributions to science and art and technology that the African diaspora has brought. In an age right now where Black youth are finding fewer and fewer opportunities to see the African diaspora and their identity uplifted as something positive in this community. In an age where folks are starting to awaken to the understanding that, yes, Black lives do matter. And in an age where youth are needing the new leadership opportunities, we need your help. Please donate. Go to the silent auction. Go to the website. Click on all the links that allow you to donate to ArtsUs, because we need your help. Not to just recompense what we can from this COVID pandemic, but to look forward into another 28 years of institutional building so that we can say that we have an organization that continues to thrive in a way that shows Black youth that they are beautiful, that they are wonderful, that they are powerful beyond measure. Before these last 2 years, we didn't have a youth director of youth leadership. Now we do. We have youth running programming. We have youth leading rallies in honor of those who have fallen in commitment to justice. We have youth, yes, youth, that have gone on to even be the mayor of St. Paul. We want to continue to build, not just because I grew up in this program and love it so much, but that so many young people can benefit. We need your help. Donate today. Contribute to this organization so that we can build the next 28 years of youth leaders in our society and in our local community. Thank you to all the elders and the ancestors who come before us, and please do them justice by donating today. Thank you so much, and we appreciate your support.
2 awards will be presented to 2 community leaders that volunteer hundreds of hours of service to ArtsUs. I'm going to send it back to Anthony, who will present the Akwaaba Award to 2 outstanding community leaders. Hello again, Anthony.
Hello, thank you again, Ms. Roxanne. Akwaaba which means the spirit of welcoming and hospitality volunteer award is given to volunteers and supporters that make ArtsUs a vibrant and welcoming community. I am so excited to give these two awards because they're to two folks who have really helped embrace and uplift ArtsUs. The first Akwaaba Volunteer Award is given to Miss Mary Vanderwert, and she's receiving this reward because of her continuing commitment to the ArtsUs community Afro's culinary garden and community engagement around youth and community service in that garden. Through the Sunshine Rotary and the U of M Master Gardeners program, Miss Mary has even worked with our youth in the after-school program to create mosaic artwork. Her vision for the garden is amazing, and the fact that she is helping us to build this community resources has been important. Because of her work, our youth leaders have been able to serve over 2,700 meals to community with fresh produce. Please join me in welcoming Miss Mary Vanderwert to get and receive this Akwaaba Volunteer Award.
Anthony, thank you so much for this award. What a neat surprise that email was when you sent it over. I love that garden. I love ArtsUs. I love what you do for our kids in our community. And so it's just a great pleasure to be able to work in the garden and to be able to sort of develop that vision that you have and that we've been able to develop with the youth and with others. It was a 2-year project. I don't know if you may not remember last year, we looked upon a sea of weeds, and our kids dug and uncovered all kinds of great treasures, and learned to appreciate worms and spiders and all those things. And we planted a nice garden and got good produce.
ArtsUs has so many community partners, and our final Akwaaba Volunteer Award is going to a woman who has made sure that ArtsUs has the ability to give workforce opportunities, especially during the time of COVID, where summer and after-school jobs are going away. ArtsUs, thanks to this partnership with Ramsey County, and most importantly, with Ms. Tanya Yarbrough, who's been a tireless warrior for youth and has provided workforce pathways to ArtsUs youth through Ramsey County and made a way for countless youth to gain work experience and build their futures. I am so happy and proud and excited and honored to be able to give this Akwaaba Community Award to Ms. Tanya Yarbrough. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties to get Ms. Yarbrough on, but I really highly encourage you to check out Ramsey County's Workforce Solutions work. They are providing job pathways for so many youth, and I am so proud to have this award for Ms. Yarbrough, who I will also hand deliver to make sure I can look at her in her face, because I can't hug you yet, but when we get a chance to hug, I got a hug waiting for you, to thank you so much for supporting our youth.
Time now for the last award of the evening. This is our major award tonight, the Sankofa Spirit of Ancestors Master Artist Award. Now, this award is presented to a master artist who is accomplished in their craft. And one more time, Anthony, I'm going to hand it over to you to present this prestigious award to a very deserving honoree.
ArtsUs was founded by powerful artists in our local community. And we are excited that the Sankofa Spirit of the Ancestors Master Artist Award is being given to master artists who are accomplished in their craft and continue to represent the spirit of our ancestors in their work. As a young man myself, coming up through ArtsUs, as I experienced both housing instability and food shortage, was able to participate in a program and found myself in the dark room of Concordia University, where Mr. Walter Griffin trained me to look through a camera lens and capture the world I see, and to learn about those ancestors who created wonderful art through photography. I would not know about Gordon Parks if it had not been for Mr. Walter Griffin, a master artist who is responsible for so many Afrocentric visual images and the training of young photographers in our community. I am so excited and elated to present this Sankofa Spirit of the Ancestors Master Artist Award to our community leader, Mr. Walter Griffin.
Thank you so much, Anthony, and thank everyone that I've had a chance to influence throughout the years. I have been very lucky to work with so many students. And the thing that has been the most important for me is seeing these young people develop and become good citizens and shepherds of the good community. And I am really honored to accept this award tonight. Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our Arts Us Sankofa Awards for 2020. Again, congratulations to everyone, all the awardees who exemplify strength, determination, courage, and artistic creation in the spirit of our ancestors. Thank you for watching. I'm Roxanne Battle. It's been my honor and great pleasure to be with you this evening, and we hope to see you in 2021.
Our African roots have kept us going, even when we probably didn't realize that that was the really root of what we do every day. It's Africa. It's our African ancestry. It's our respect for the culture. It's the belief that we really are a people with special spirituality and love for each other. So Africa, in my judgment, is probably as important today as it's ever been.
May you continue to grow with love and peace for one another. And as youth leaders of African descent, always remember, you are the true descendants of survivors of the slave trade. Thank you very much.
Now, 27 years later, as the Arts Us Center for African Diaspora, having developed thousands of young leaders who have gone on to careers, some as nationally recognized journalists, some as business, government, and community leaders, some as artists. Our mission of developing young leaders in and through the arts still stands.